Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, readers of all persuasions. It is I, Gayla, and welcome back to Book Uncorked and Caffeinated, and welcome to my weekly reading journal. So I'm doing this weekly reading journal throughout the summer to show you and to tell you about the books I'm going to be reading throughout the summer. You get a video in a couple of days about my summer TBR, but I've started this journal July 1st. So July 1st was my first official day off from my 9-to-5 gig. I'm an educator in the New York City public school system, and so that was my first official day. And I started that week with Revive Me, the Act, Part 1, the Act by J.L. Seegers. A month before this, I read Restore Me, which is the first book in the New Haven series, and I wanted to follow up. It's such a great read thus far. This is only the second book that I've read, so I'm excited about exploring this journey and want to take you along with me during the summertime. So during this time, each week I will be telling you what I'm reading. Some weeks will be one book, other weeks it would be more than one book, but you'll be seeing what I'm reading throughout the summer. So this one is about Mallory and Christopher, who are part of the same friend group. And so they knew one another. It wasn't like they were estranged, but their relationship grew from the fake dating trope. Mallory and Christopher had an exchange a couple of weeks prior to really being in one another's presence. She's sitting in class, and next thing you know, in walks her TA, and her TA is Christopher. And so they have both been dealing with some family trauma. Mallory's trauma started in high school, and she's been dealing with it on her own, and no one knows. Christopher's trauma really started at birth. His mother died during childbirth. And so he remembered her because it was his younger sister that she died with, but he remembered her, and he just remembered life changing after she passed. And so they both were dealing with things and really didn't date because of the things that they dealt with. So he kind of was like the player boy, and she kind of was like, let me just get my schoolwork together. And so thus they're in the college setting together. He's her TA. He's the hot new dude on campus and all of the things, and he's a man about town and all of that. And so he needed her to be able to prove to his family that he did not need to marry the woman that they set up for him. And she needed him to get through all the relationship trauma that she had been going through. So they became a safe space for one another. And then, in a good old romance, there's got to be some drama. And so the drama began. And so this drama is going to continue for 2 more books. It is Revive Me Part 2, The Affair, and then Revive Me Part 3, The Apology. So you will be seeing these books from week to week. But this book was a really good read to introduce me to having a slower life in the summer. It was a thickum. I was okay with doing that. I read some, I listened to some, I read some, I listened to some, but I plan on reading the rest with my eyes as much as I can because I have the time. So I'm looking forward to discussing the books from week to week. So you'll get a video from me every 7 days to tell you what I've been reading during that week. So for today, just drop in the chat a book stat to let me know you were here, and then do all the other things if you want to hear what I'm reading throughout the summer. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces. Bye.